A major humanitarian crisis is brewing in Africa's Lake Chad Basin. According to the Norwegian Refugee Council, nearly 800,000 children under the age of 5 are severely malnourished in Nigeria, Niger, Cameroon and Chad. The Council's Secretary General Jan Egeland warned on Tuesday the lack of sufficient humanitarian funding is putting the lives of young children at risk. Boko Haram's violence, which has spread from northern Nigeria to Niger, Cameroon and Chad, has forced millions to flee their homes and hampered their ability to cultivate their land. This has resulted in a devastating food crisis in the entire region. In Nigeria alone, 5.2 million people now remain food insecure, including 50,000 who are already living in famine-like conditions. Now, for more on the situation in the Lake Chad Basin, Jackie Okao, Norwegian Refugee Council's Protection and Advocacy Advisor in Nigeria, joins me via phone from Berlin in Germany. Ms. Okao, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you very much.
Now, we read that, in fact, most of the funds that were promised have been delivered for purposes of helping the people in that region. What is the problem then that we should have all these kind of numbers of children who are malnourished?
Yes, thank you very much again for having me on the show. As you rightly reported in the press statement that we just released, we're looking at about 800,000 children who are severely malnourished. And this is primarily as a result of the food crisis in the region. And there's a number of reasons that, or a number of factors that are contributing to this food crisis. But the most important to note is the current level of displacement. We have over 1.8 million people currently living in displacement in congested urban centers, in makeshift shelters, and able to, have a livelihood of their own. And these are entirely relying on the humanitarian assistance that is being given. And with the current level of programming in terms of finances, in terms of low levels of finances, we are unable to meet all the needs of those affected. And as a result, we're seeing the number of children affected by malnutrition increasingly going up.
Now, what is the best case scenario here, given the complexity of the situation in that part of Africa?
A best case scenario, I will look at it in two terms. I will look at it as in terms of the short and immediate action that needs to be taken, and that is linked to the financing to enable humanitarian actors be able to reach out to the numbers of people affected. But the medium and long term is in terms of these affected should be able to have a livelihood of their own. With lasting peace, they should be able to go back home, get into the farming activities that they've been doing in the past couple of years, and that will, in the long run, reduce the number of people affected with the food crisis.
But quickly, the reality on the ground, with the numbers just increasing every other month, what hope is there that that can actually happen, that there will be a possibility of these people going back to their homes?
We're looking at the government of Nigeria pulling up their socks, getting up in arms, act to the situation, look at all possible ways to ensure peace returns to this area. Because without lasting peace, we're going to continue having, people flee for safety and end up in congested areas. So then, meaning they're not able to meet their daily livelihoods and will continue to be reliant on humanitarian assistance. So, for me, the most durable solutions for these people affected is having lasting peace and them being able to have a livelihood of their own and not rely on humanitarian assistance.
Thank you. We hope things will improve there. Ms. Okao, thank you very much. Jackie Okao is the Norwegian Refugee Council's Protection and Advocacy Advisor in Nigeria.